Alright, hello everyone, it's Gstar321 here again, and today, as you can see, I'm playing The Evil Within. Now, all I'm going to say is, it's about time I'm finally doing a walkthrough for this game. It actually came out back in 2014, and I have had this game sitting here since then, just waiting to be played. You know, it's one of those games I've just kept laying around because I just knew in my heart that it was going to be a good game. So I was sort of savouring it, you know, just waiting for the right moment to play it. And I've decided to play it over the past couple of weeks, and I can safely say that this is pretty much an amazing survival horror game. It's directed by Shinji Mikami, so if you see that guy's name on any horror game, Shinji Mikami, you know it's going to be good. He was the director of Resident Evil 4, so this game takes heavy influence from Resident Evil 4, as well as Resident Evil 5 and even Shadows of the Damned. Shinji Mikami was involved in that game too, but I believe he was the creative producer of that game, not the director. That's actually, I just want to mention that, you know, Shadows of the Damned is pretty much a forgotten game, but honestly, if you like Resident Evil 4, 5, and this, The Evil Within, you are going to love Shadows of the Damned. It's virtually identical to all these games. They're all pretty much in the same basket. Okay, but let's focus on this game here, The Evil Within. First I just want to mention the pros. Obviously, it's outstanding, great atmosphere, great gameplay, awesome gameplay. It's creepy, you know. I mean, what more can I say? It's pretty much it's not the sequel to Resident Evil 4, but it's pretty much Resident Evil 4 1.5, if you know what I mean, alright? But there is a couple of things about this game that pisses me off. Number one, when I first played through the game, the story in this game it's too much, okay? It's way too complex. When I finished this game for the first time, these are my honest thoughts of what I thought about the story, okay? I had no idea what just happened. I finished the game, I put the controller down, the credits rolled, and I just sat there and I was just watching the credits rolling, and in my mind I was just thinking to myself, what happened? Who? How? What? Huh? You know what I mean? I just didn't understand any of it at all. And that really, I mean, I was sort of understanding it from the first few chapters, but once it got to about midway point on, I completely lost track of what was happening. And I think you need a good story in a horror game, okay, to keep you going. Because it was actually pissing me off. I was just sort of grinding my way through it, killing all these enemies, and I was like, what's going on here? Who is this? Who are these enemies? Why am I killing these people? Are they real? Am I imagining it? Is it like Silent Hill where it's like a whole other world sequence? What the fuck is going on, okay? And it wasn't until I had to actually go online and read a post about what the story's about, and then I started to understand it, okay? And look, I've done about, how many playthroughs have I done? I've pretty much got all the achievements, okay? I got 1,000 out of 1,000 for this game. I'm going to be playing on AKUMU difficulty, by the way. I haven't done the DLC, but, God, what was I just talking about? I've completely lost track of where I was at. I was talking about the story, how fucked up it is. What the hell was I talking about? I've completely gone blank. Okay, anyway, yeah, we're going to be playing this on AKUMU difficulty, guys. Oh, sorry, that's right, the story. Now, I had to go online, alright, and read a post about what the story was about. I understood it then. But even so, okay, and doing approximately 5 playthroughs of the game, I've done 2 on casual, 2 on survival, 1 on AKUMU. Even after doing 5 playthroughs of this game, the story is still Okay, I'm just going to say it, alright? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The story is absolutely fucking atrocious in this game, okay? It's a disgrace. It's fucked. Now, why do I think that? Because it's too complex, it's too hard to follow, there's too much going on, you don't know what's real, what's not. It's just I read this on a post online as well. The story, someone wrote this, the story is just an excuse so that all these batshit crazy ass monsters can be incorporated into the game, okay? So, I mean, yes, you need a good story in a game, but for God's sake, you don't need to go to... It's too much. It's too much for the player to get into. Like, let's go back to Silent Hill 2, alright? Which I believe is pretty much the best horror game ever made, even to this day. The story is simple from the get-go. You're just an average dude looking for his wife. He received a letter from his wife, but the key thing is, his wife has been dead for years. And that's it, that's where the game begins. So in your mind you're like, what the hell? How can a dead person write a letter? Who wrote this letter? What's going on? And that's where the game begins. And, you know, it doesn't throw all this shit in your face every 2 seconds. It doesn't overcomplicate things, you know, which I find that this game does. But look, anyway, that's one of the things that pisses me off about the game. The other thing is, the game's got a few frame rate problems, okay? But aside from that, this is pretty much a fantastic horror game. You know, if you love survival horror, you have to add this one to your collection. It's pretty much a must. And they're releasing a sequel next month, so I'll be keeping my eye out for that. But in any event, guys, enough talk. What I'm going to be doing here is an AKUMU playthrough. Now, I thought about how I was going to do this. I was going to do post-commentary, but I know a lot of you guys don't like when I do post-commentary. So I'm going to do an AKUMU walkthrough with a live playthrough and commentary. How do you like that? Alright? Fucking bullshit. Insane. Now, I have to stress that I have played the chapters a number of times before doing the final recordings here, so I should be able to get through it without dying on each chapter, but you just never know, okay? There's so much bullshit in this game on AKUMU, because AKUMU difficulty is the hardest difficulty in the game. One hit, you die. That's correct. One hit, you are dead. So, I find that you have to adapt quite a lot to play AKUMU effectively. But in any event, let's do it, guys. Straight into it. We're going to go new game. Yep. And whatever, brightness. And here we go, AKUMU, look at that. I believe AKUMU in Japanese means nightmare. That's what I read online, I don't know if that's true. But look at this, one hit and it's all over. Worse than nightmare, this is pure hell. Now I believe you unlock this difficulty, you can't play this difficulty straight off the bat, you have to actually complete survival first, and then it will unlock these two difficulties here. I have never played the game on Nightmare, I just went from survival straight to AKUMU. And you'll get both the achievements, you know, difficulty related achievements for completing the game on Nightmare and AKUMU. If you just complete the game on AKUMU, they stack those achievements. So let's do it, here we go, Chapter 1.
All units, 1199, expedite cover code 3, Deacon Mental Hospital.
184 copy, code 3, ETA 3 minutes.
Copy 184.
Sorry, detectives. I know you're just coming off a case, but I'm afraid we're gonna have to make a detour.
Sounds serious. Is it a riot?
A call went out just before I picked you up. Said it was multiple homicides. Half a dozen units already on scene.
131, please advise.
Hey, maybe it's the ghost of that doctor who went schizo and chopped up all those patients.
That's not what happened. Some patients disappeared. Some kind of scandal?
Still, gives you the creeps, doesn't it?
127, 124, please respond.
Joseph, you think there's a connection?
It's a possibility. I believe the records were sealed.
Anyone on scene, respond.
Dispatch, this is Detective Castellanos in 184. What's the situation? Over.
184, be advised. Some problem with Shimon on the Beacon Memorial.
Is there any...
God damn it! Jesus!
Junior Detective Kidman. Any thoughts?
Nothing yet. I'm sure we'll know everything once we get there.
What do you make of it?
Connolly, contact dispatch and let them know what's happening. Joseph, Kidman, you're with me. We're gonna have a look around.
Right.
Okay, so here we are. This is Chapter 1, and this is how the game begins. Chapter 1, an emergency call. All you do here is run into the Beacon Hospital here. Beacon Mental Hospital. And it's quite a brutal sight upon entering this hospital. We're going to see a grisly scene here. Oh, just go straight up to the door.
Smells like blood.
All right, stay sharp. We're gonna check it out. Don't let anyone else through this door.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
We don't know what's happening here. You're a backup.
Yep, so look at this. Bunch of dead bodies everywhere. Fucking disgusting. Now I just want to mention that this is probably one of the greatest opening intros to any horror game I've ever played. This opening chapter is fantastic. It's not difficult at all. It's pretty much just an intro / tutorial chapter, but my god, it is a fantastic way to introduce the game. So let's go in here.
Are you injured? What happened here?
Can't be real. Impossible. Ruvik is...
I've got him. The security cameras might tell us something.
Okay, so we have to examine the security cameras over here. They might give us a clue as to what's happened here.
What the hell?
This is fucking awesome. Oh god, I love this part. Great intro to the game. Look at this. We're obviously hung upside down, as you can see. God, look at that guy. That guy there is actually called the Sadist. We're going to be encountering him quite a number of times throughout this game. Okay, so we can move the camera around and see what's going on. A few other hanged bodies there. Damn, what is he doing? Seems like I'm going to be next, yeah? He's chopping up all these bodies. Bit of Leatherface stuff going on here from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. just completely severed that person in half. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try and free ourselves. As you can see, there's a knife there in that hanged body. So we just press down and up on the left stick to sway back and forth. Also, this music you're hearing in the background, you're going to be hearing this music quite a lot. There we go, got the knife. And I believe it's from the movie 7. I remember hearing it in that movie. That's a great movie as well, starring Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Great sort of crime, horror, thriller type movie. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a tutorial as well. Hold RB to sneak. Enemies will not be able to hear you if you do this. This is pretty much essential on AKUMU difficulty, especially for the first few chapters. Okay, so grab the keys there. And now, we don't follow him, we turn straight back around. Yeah, hear that tune? Damn, there goes another body down the chute. Okay, so we open this door with the keys, very quietly, so he can't hear us. And we're going to try and sneak our way out of here. At this stage we have no weapons, we can't even run. We are very, very vulnerable here. Got a checkpoint too. Checkpoints will be your friend on AKUMU difficulty. Now there's a trap up ahead, you can actually see it on the ground here. See it right there. Now later on in the game we're going to learn how to disarm traps, but at this stage we can't, so all you can do is walk through it. And that triggers an alarm to set off. And here he comes. Now we can run. So just hold forward on the left stick to run. Keep running. And he's sliced us in the leg now, so we've got a bit of a limp. Check this out. Oh, this is great. Look at this. We can't even run properly. Fuck! Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was getting a bit too close to the right there. Press A to open this up. Go down the chute. Just try and maneuver your way left and right here to avoid slamming into the meat grinders. And straight into a lovely pool of blood we go. Absolutely disgusting. Look at that. A few dead bodies in here. So our goal pretty much is just to get out of the hospital. We don't really know what's happened. We sort of just woke up, we were hanging upside down, and now we're just trying to escape from this, the Sadist. This psycho with a chainsaw. Okay, there's actually going to be 2 collectibles in this chapter. I'm going to show you the locations of all the collectibles in the game while we go through here on AKUMU difficulty. And I'll show you the locations of all the keys. Keys are required to unlock items from lockers in the save room, but I'll talk about that later. We'll get into that. Don't bother going to the room to the right there, there's nothing there. Just keep going, there's no items at all, except here is our first collectible. Let's pick it up. This document, old note from sewer. I'm not gonna, sit here and read all the documents and whatnot. If you want, you can pause the game and read it. So there you go, that's document number 1. There's quite a number of collectibles. If I press start and go to archive, we've got personal documents, so there's the first one we collected, map fragments, newspapers, newspaper articles, missing person posters, and audio tapes. Okay, So they're all the collectibles. Key item history is just some items that you've found throughout the game. Like we found that set of keys there to escape. So yeah, I'll show you where all the collectibles are. Okay, let's climb up this ladder and get out of here. There'll be another document straight up the ladder here to collect. Also, I've got the fighting chance pack for this. It actually came with the game. It was just a code, a redeemable code that came with the game. And if you get that, it sort of helps out a bit. Later on, we'll get a weapon called the agony crossbow. Okay, and you can make specific bolts for it. There's the other document. I'll just scroll down a bit. So if you want to read it, you can. Yeah, so we're going to get a weapon later on called the Agony Crossbow, and you can craft bolts for it. With the Fighting Chance pack, you can make 2 extra bolts, the Incendiary bolt and the Poison bolt for it. But to be honest, I don't really use those 2 specific bolts too much. And you also get a different shotgun, but I prefer the original one. I'll talk about why a bit later on. So we're still limping like a bitch here. And this door is locked. So what we have to do now is hide. Press right bumper to hide in certain places like lockers, under beds, in cabinets, cupboards and so on. And here he comes. Wow, he's pissed off. Can hear that chainsaw. That's a really scary sound, hearing that damn chainsaw. Okay, so now press right bumper to exit, and this is probably the hardest part of the whole chapter 1 here. We're going to go over here and pick up this bottle. We're going to throw it there, and as soon as he runs past, we're going to go grab this bottle and run for it. Okay, we need this bottle because on AKUMU difficulty our path is blocked by these 2 boxes. And okay, those 2 boxes are not there on the easy difficulties. It might be there on nightmare, but casual and survival it is not there. You need to throw a bottle at it to break them, because I mean normally you can just press the melee button, Y, but we haven't learnt it yet, so to speak. We're still in the tutorial. Okay, so let's just run here. Come on, Sebastian, get to the elevator. Go. Shit. Keep running. Yep, you'll make it. Okay, we made it. Whew. So, yeah, as I was saying, you have to break those 2 boxes with a bottle. Now, there's a bottle right next to the boxes, but sometimes when you throw a bottle at them, only 1 box will break. So that's why I grabbed that first bottle there, just in case, you know, only 1 box breaks. Then I'll pick up another bottle right next to it, break the other box.
Darkness twisting me around. There is nothing I can do. choked tight in the noose.
So we're back in control of Sebastian, and this is pretty much the end of the chapter here. All we have to do is just walk. Very simple chapter, no stress at all. Like I said, just an intro to the game. And now we have to run. It seems like we've got an earthquake or something going on. The place is going to shit. So run straight out the door and we'll get another cutscene here.
Joseph. Man, I'm sorry, but you never came out. I'd waited, but...
Please, settle down, Leslie.
Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie.
Shit! There's no going back.
Damn it. Are we cut off from everyone?
Everyone must be dead.
Everyone all right back there?
Just a few bumps. We're fine. 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 Fine.
We will be once we're far away.
Fine.
A little further and we'll be fine.
Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Fall! Fall!
Alright, so there you go. That is the end of Chapter 1, guys, on AKUMU difficulty. I'll save the game, and I'll see you guys in the next video for Chapter 2. I'm out.